I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by. 'Cause today, it's gonna be a brighter day.
Yes, this is another episode of the It Gets Better by Spirit podcast. I am Lou Jeans, your host, and I'm here with MercwiththeMic.
What's up, guys?
Chilling. Another week, another bunch of stuff to talk about. Let's get right into some quick news. If you don't have MK11, I think it might still be going on. There's a free weekend going on, so check out the Terminator. He looks just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he doesn't sound like him because it's not his voice. I'm gonna keep bringing that up because that sucks.
About that.
But I mean, Merc, you said you got some experience with him. You said he's not your type of character. The other visual experience I got was I got to see Maximilian play him, and he looks hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'll just be honest. I was telling you, I'm not one to champion MK or Another Realm's animation. Like, I don't sit and hate on it, but some of the moves are hilarious. Yeah. And the Terminator has this specific move where he runs across the screen at full speed, and it's just the way it's animated. It's almost adorable. Because also, if you miss the move, he falls on his face, and I'm just like, I don't know why they kept that in there, but that's great. And like, so he just kind of looks fun on a silly level. Like, if you could do some dumb stuff with him, like he has cool combos and whatnot. If you dig into him, but like, he's not for everybody. He's like a semi grappler actually.
Yeah.
He's like he has a shotgun which hits from full screen.
Yeah, that takes a lot of power too. It takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it has a really cool thing if you use the EX mode or whatever. I forget what they call it in this game. It's not meter burn because meter burn is exclusive to Injustice. Yeah. They call it a different thing. When you power it up in this game, you get to like delay it for a second and then shoot again.
Yeah.
And then that takes 1 bar, and you can also delay it for a second again and shoot it again. And like, I've seen it really mess with people's timing. And I'm like, that actually has some kind of like technical application in like mind games and stuff. I'm like, okay, so this character, he's got some tech. So there's some things also Max was talking about. He has some kind of run cancel. So I see, like, if in the hands of somebody who really wants to dig into him, you could probably get some use out of him. I don't know how good he actually is though. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I haven't really seen any tournaments or anything lately, so I don't know if he's, because usually they do have an event, like even like if it's just an online event. Maybe this weekend might be a part of that. Like, they usually have it where maybe some top players play characters against each other or whatnot. So I don't know. I'll check around. But again, it's free. That's amazing.
Yeah.
For like 2-3 days. That's pretty cool. So kudos to NetherRealm, man.
Yeah, that's cool. And also the game is pretty out there for a bit, so it's a perfect time. And holiday season coming up, a lot of spooky shit this weekend. So
You're right.
It's a good game to have the spookiness in it.
Did you like him? You said he was too slow.
He was too slow for my taste. He's not a character that I'll go directly for. Like, he kind of reminded me of Jax a little bit in a way.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, with the grapples and things like that. He was okay to use. Again, it took me getting used to. I'm more for the ninja guys and the faster characters. Like, the one I go to is Luigi Scorpion or Liu Kang and stuff like that. So it depends on what I'm playing. But yeah, he was too slow for my taking. I hate the fact that I gotta wait all the way to February for Spawn.
Oh yeah,
because that's the main character I want to really see in this game. I don't care. The Joker, I kind of seen in Injustice, so I kind of get what the Joker's gonna do. I kind of want to see his fatality and what he's gonna do because Joker and Emery the game and see how far they go with his fatality. But like the other characters, I don't care. Like,
he's gonna throw you in a vat of acid. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
one of them is just gonna be for some reason there's a vat of acid.
I feel the crowbar is gonna come into play in one of them.
Who?
The crowbar.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn,
I think.
I didn't even think about
well,
that
they
one.
all have 2 fatalities. I can see the acid thing being number 2.
Or the flower being one of them too.
Yeah.
The acid flower.
Yeah.
That's probably what they'll do. Not the vat. I just wanted to go ridiculous. I'm just saying.
I'm a little disappointed. Also, Reptile wasn't announced for none of the DLC characters.
I am sad, but you know what? I don't like how Reptiles turned out in the past few games visually. He used to be my second favorite ninja. Like I used to like Smoke the most once I saw him,
Yeah.
and then like I liked Reptile second because he was like different already from the other 2 ninjas.
Yeah. And
But
then
like
more lizard man, like.
But then, yeah, as they kept going on, they kept having to show the lizard part, and I was like, I don't like this. I like when you couldn't tell he was a lizard man.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like. I like the lizard part being the secret.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Play it for free. It's this weekend.
This is true. Do
Put
it.
it up.
Don't say we never gave you anything.
Yeah.
This is live on Twitch TV, by the way.
We gave you
/
all.
MercwiththeMic. Do it up.
Yes.
Make sure you
Go
subscribe.
download.
Make sure you. What is it? Is there a heart icon?
Follow.
Hit the heart. Subscribe to Merc. Do it.
And participate. Chat.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Say something stupid.
Yeah. Say something too. We'll laugh at that too. But yes. So going into Mortal Kombat, kind of closes this with DC. I watched the season premieres of Batman, Batwoman, Supergirl, and The Flash.
And what you think?
Oh man, Batgirl was as much fun as watching paint dry.
So
It was dull.
it was just straight up boring.
So, so pretty much, she's supposed to be Batman's, Bruce Wayne's cousin, and things like that. So she discovers the Bat Cave, and then she wears a bat suit. So in my mind, I'm looking at it, and I was talking to Flying Grayson about it. I was like, yo, Bruce Wayne had to prep her for this thing, like prep the suit for her and for her to fit, because there's no way in hell Batman's wearing that suit. It's very,
Wow.
very feminine suit.
Good point.
I was like, there's no way in hell Batman's wearing that suit, and there's no time for them to like do something that fast. And where's Alfred in all this?
Mm-hmm. True enough.
So those are my questions of that.
I would just think, where's the security system?
Yeah.
Like, what does he really not have a security system? Like, that boggles my mind.
Well, one was because of his. So she noticed. You know how he has like the hidden statues and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, noticed that he has this hidden statue. So she noticed that one was off place. So she moved the statue, and all of a sudden, she's like, "Oh, I should turn it now."
Okay.
Like she knew to turn it and things like that. So I was just a little annoyed about it.
It's just
like,
it's just
whatever.
weird. The real world applications of finding the bat caves, it still doesn't completely make sense to me, because I always wonder, isn't it possible for anyone who visits that man's home to find the bat cave? Like, that's so stupid.
Well, he does.
You would think.
He does have a huge ass house. So for you to actually like walk around the house I don't think Alfred will let you go past where you're supposed to be at.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I didn't like it. I don't think Ruby Rose is that great of a actress, so I had no interest in her whatsoever. I'm going to give it 6 episodes and see if it picks up. I see where it's going, but I was not happy with it whatsoever. And again,
Can you tell? Have they started a villain yet? What's the
the
main
rabbit,
motivation?
Alice is supposed to be like the white rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah. And supposedly it's supposed to be Kane's her sister, like that kind of lost her memory or some shit, and she went evil. So she's gonna be fighting her sister pretty much.
I mean, I am interested, if only to see, like you said, where it goes. So I might check into it later
Yeah.
on. your review makes me not want to invest in it heavily.
That
But
first
I'm
episode was
curious.
pretty bad.
I'm curious about it.
Yeah, the first episode wasn't good. Like you could have did a lot more to build this plot, but you were kind of just highlighting certain things that shouldn't have been highlighted. It should just been part of the story. And,
I hear the motorcycles
yeah.
now, and I think the Nightwing is here to get me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming to get me. Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, that started on a downer, but what about the rest of the shows?
So Supergirl, I've been highly on Supergirl, saying that it was probably one of the best DC shows, period. And for the last 3 seasons, it's been the best show, hands down. Like, it has a great story, it has great characters, they have great character building, they add good characters into the mix of things. Like, they have Brainiac now, that Brainiac from the future, he's helping them now and things like that. So you have a lot of group things and everything like that, which makes the show pretty great. She has a new suit, she has a new everything. And,
I imagine she, more than a lot of characters, gets a lot of room to be original. I mean, the way they write that show, I feel like.
I think so too, because I think everyone has a certain way they has to be, and I think Supergirl, seeing that she doesn't really have a lot of like TV experience or anything like that, and even her comics are not like fully long runs and things like that. She has comics here and there, but there's never fully a full reason of what.
It's not
she
like
should
a
be.
Superman or Batman.
Exactly.
or
Superman has to
or
be
Avengers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you.
So you could play around with her. I think the biggest problem, and back in the day when it first appeared in the CBS, was it kind of went more into like her love life, and it focused on her love life more than her being a superhero, and I think that's what hurt the show. And the second season, when it went to CW, it started focusing on her as a character as Kara and as a character as Supergirl, and how they will coexist in this world and shit, and how the characters around her build upon that. And I think that was a better way of going with this. They didn't really have, she didn't have a love interest until like the 3rd season.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you were able to build her as a character herself, and then
Was it a hard
build her
restart?
around that. Huh?
Was it a hard restart?
No, it kind of it took acknowledgement from what they did in the past, so it wasn't like a reboot or anything, but they continued off of what they did. It just stopped. They stopped focusing on her love life and stuff like that, and started building her character.
Okay.
And I think that's what it needed. It needed just to be built on her, and then build around the characters, like kind of like Flash. Flash has great supporting characters, but Flash is the main actor. But yeah, you have the supporting characters that you can actually really dig as well. And I think that's what they did with Supergirl. It's the same writer too.
It sounds, it just definitely sounds like they learned something from that first season, because everything I hear about that show post that first season is like, oh, you should watch Supergirl.
Yeah, it's been really good. I like the way it's starting. It started off with the bang. So they
It
all,
sounds like that's the best show, period. Right
So
about now.
they all kind of have a common thing that's going to happen, is that Crisis on Earth, that storyline, which starts, I think it actually starts on the date that I say it starts, because they're like, oh, December 6th, 2019. Is
Oh,
gonna be
really?
Like that. So I actually think that this Crisis actually starts that week.
Oh, wow.
So I actually think it coincides with the date that actually happening. So it's pretty cool how they did that. This
That's
is going to be a
funny.
big team. This is going to probably be the biggest team up they ever do on TV, because they have characters from the past or the present and everything like that. You have like the Earth 1 Superman that's being played by Brandon Roth. You have Smallville Superman returning. You have fucking
Oh, yeah, I saw
Kevin
that.
Conroy playing Old Man Bruce Wayne. You have little
Yes.
sense of Michael Keaton's Batman in a world, in some kind of world, in some way. You have so many outside characters that like they using every little resource they possibly can to bring this to life. So I'm all for this. If it's gonna be as crazy as it could be, and it's gonna be high budget, fucking probably one of the highest budget TV shows, I'm all for that.
Oh, okay. I'm just about to say, like, do they have any experience with like a big cluster of people being together for?
Yeah, this is not the first time they did a big team up. They did it once. The Legends of Tomorrow started. They kind of had a big group team up thing with their first season with the Hawkgirl and Hawkman thing, and then they did it. The next one they did the Elseworld, which was pretty good. And then
Okay.
actually no, they did one before this with the Russian. Like they were the evil versions of themselves and shit, which was pretty good.
Oh wow. Okay.
So honestly, I will say that the CW does a better Justice League than the actual Justice League movie.
All right. Yeah.
But then again, they
it
get
sounds
more
like there's
time.
so much because of what you're telling me about how they developed Supergirl as a character and stuff. It sounds like when they get it right, they really do it by giving you a lot of like, reasons to care about each individual
Yeah.
character and stuff. Like they teach you just about the character. They don't just have them just doing stuff. for
And
the
it looks like
sake
they
of
have a lot
doing
of fun with it.
Okay.
Like they had a musical episode with Flash and Supergirl, which was fucking great.
Okay.
And you actually really think about it, the actors and actresses in Supergirl, and if you actually really know these guys outside of here, the guy
Yeah,
that
I actually
plays Flash,
follow Grant Gustin.
Yeah,
So
so-
I know I see his stuff that he posts up.
so the guy that plays Flash and the girl that plays Supergirl, they both came from Glee.
Mm-hmm.
Then you also had the one that played her friend in the early seasons. I forgot his name. He's actually a known Broadway singer.
Okay.
Cisco could sing. The father, Barry Allen's stepfather.
Oh, Joe. Yeah.
Joe. He's a well-known Broadway singer
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
stuff like
true.
that. So
That's
seeing them actually using their talents that no one really knows about, it was a great episode. It was really fun. You know what kind of reminded me of? Remember the one Justice League episode that the lady made Wonder Woman into a pig, and the one way that she would turn Wonder Woman back is Batman had to sing.
No, I do
And
not
then he
remember
was like,
that.
I'm
Jeez.
so blue. He has deep ass kind of Kevin Conroy voice. If you never seen that cartoon, you gotta go see that.
That's
I
of
think-
the Cartoon Network Justice League.
Yeah, it was
Really? Okay.
not the new one. It was the old one. It
No,
was,
wait, not the Super Friends type.
No. It was, the Justice League, the cartoon. Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network as well. But I thought you were talking about Justice League Action. That's the new one that's out.
No,
But, yeah,
the,
Justice League,
like
yeah.
the first one.
Yeah, it's on that. You know what? I'll send you the link for that episode because Batman. So
Yeah,
the only way
that's
that
hilarious.
she will release her off the spell was Batman had to sing a song, and then Batman sang a song, and he was soulful, and he made everyone cry because of what he was singing and shit. It was great.
Really?
It was a great episode. So that kind of what it reminded me of. But they've been doing it for a little while. They did it with the Legends of Tomorrow as well. So Legends of Tomorrow comes back, and then you also have Black Lightning being part of this big team up as well. Same thing with
Mhm.
Batwoman, which that's how she got her first appearance, was in the last team up they did.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a lot of things they could do with it. It's going to be interesting where they go with it, because it's Crisis of Infinite Earth. If you ever read the comic book, this is the iconic comic that Flash dies. He's sacrificed himself to save everyone else. But I don't think Flash is going to die in this one.
I would be surprised. Because I guess maybe they're gonna. I would be surprised if he lived. Because I would figure they would just. That's how it has to end, right? You don't think so?
Yeah.
No, I was asking you. Like,
Oh.
I would be surprised because isn't that how it has to end?
It doesn't have. You know what? Because the way the story is building, someone has to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
Who? It doesn't really matter who it is, but someone has to sacrifice themselves.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So someone's gonna die. We don't know.
Everybody's. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like. Damn, that sounds like something I should be watching.
Yeah. It's well the big team up will be again December 16th, I think.
Okay, so there's time until that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the new season started. So I think Flash, Supergirl, and Batwoman already started. I think Black Lightning and Arrow starts next week, and Legends of Tomorrow started next week as well.
Cool. That sounds really good.
It's a lot of DC shit. They do it better than the movies so far. They have a better universe, but then again, they also have more time to tell a story. So
They have their own network to just put it there every week and do it.
yeah. But then again, like some of their regular network, their DC universe stuff is not the greatest.
As in, like, separate from those shows? Like, they have more stuff, too?
No, they have like Swamp Thing. They have Titans. They have Doom Patrol.
Oh, this is yeah. Okay, so that's like on the
DC
pay service.
Universe. Yeah, the Universe app, the DC Universe app. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's separate from. Okay, I'm thinking because yeah, do they actually separate the worlds?
I think they are
Like that?
Well, the DC Universe, the ones that are on the app, I think they coexist because Doom Patrol and Titans exist together. But I don't think they connect to the Arrowverse. I think the Arrowverse is a CW world, I guess.
Got you. I understand. Okay.
But yeah.
It'd be interesting. I mean, on some point, because I see all the not really rumors, just like different people talking to the guy that played Daredevil, and him like specifically saying, "Oh yes, if you want me to be the Daredevil in universe, I'll definitely do it."
Yeah.
And it was just like, I think maybe the trend should be that it should be like if these people do some really good work on your television shows, like, hey, let them be the same character. If you do a cinematic version.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, like not every actor. I mean, sure, we're gonna get Anthony Mackie and the guy that I'm not familiar with, Winter Soldier's actor. Sorry.
Yeah. Stan Sebastian.
But thank you,
Stan
Sebastian.
or
Yeah, I know his name Sebastian. Yeah, that's right. But like, if you're gonna get people like them to come, not down, but come over to televised, stuff, or at least something that's gonna have a season.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool of a way to at least build like a whole damn universe. Because
yeah,
let me ask you, is any of this the CW stuff? Does that also include that Batman show? Because wasn't that a different channel?
Well,
No,
Batman,
so that means no?
Batwoman? The Batwoman show?
No, the Batman. Remember the early years
The 60s?
Batman show?
Yeah, the Robin's gonna be in the show.
So even those,
Yeah, they took like every single like TV DC show to add them into this crisis.
wow.
Because even Birds of Prey, and that show was terrible, is in.
But regardless of how, I'm just trying to see if like who's together. Like, so even those so basically, if you were on TV, you're part of this.
Yeah,
At least the universe.
They've been doing they got a lot of people. So they got the guy Brett Ward, which is the original.
Yeah,
Robin in
yeah,
the
Robin,
60s.
yeah.
He's back on the show. I don't know in what capacity, but
I think he's a
on
security
it.
guard.
Then you have Kevin Conroy playing Old Man Bruce.
As in like the Batman Forever Old Man Bruce.
I think Batman Return. Batman
Return of the Dark Knight.
I think he's the Batman Beyond Bruce.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And then there's rumors that Will Friedle is playing Terry McGinnis, but
What?
again, there's a lot of
boy.
shit going on with this show that like, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of things like that. But all
Listen,
I know is that
we
they're
can
adding.
speculate for days. Batman Beyond TV show? Okay, come on, man.
Well,
We
I
need
think they're
this.
just teasing it. They're not really like showing like a full thing, but
This has to
they're-
do good.
they're
You
showing
understand
that-
this, right?
Yeah.
This has to do good.
And
If this does good, we might get Batman Beyond.
And I'll tell you one thing. At least the one thing I'll tell you is the CW shows. When they do good with the shows is these team ups. These team ups, every single one was good. They were fun
Yeah,
to
you're
watch.
right. Okay.
then,
See, like
yo-
I don't have the experience because I never actually sat down and watched all of them. Like I may have seen, I think Legends, right?
Yeah,
But isn't that like not the best of all of them?
it's not the best, but it's connected.
Okay. Which one's the one you really recommend of the team up ones? Because there's more than one.
Well, the team up ones, well, the first one was quite good, and that was the one with Hawkgirl, and that's what brought in the Legends of Tomorrow. So that was the beginning one. You kind of have to see whenever they have a part 1, part 2, part 3 kind of thing, because that's where you see where they're at. And then you have to go on the Flash series to find part 2, and then Arrow to part 1 and shit.
Oh, so they skip through the shows? Like, okay, I understand.
They go within the show. So usually is the mid-season finale. They do the big team up.
They haven't collected those yet, of the older ones?
Or what?
Like in one like little collection somewhere, like, oh, if you want to watch it, you can watch all
No, you
of
gotta
them.
go through the series.
Damn it.
Yeah, they don't
All
have to do
right.
that. It's easy to do it though. It's just like
Yeah, I'm saying if you can get to them, yeah, that's no problem.
Because I think when Legends started, since then they had a new team up every single year.
Gotcha.
Because
Shit.
remember, Arrow was by himself for quite some time. So then his first team up was with the Flash. His show introduced the Flash.
Yes.
And the first big team up they had was Arrow and Flash, and then they made the Legends of Tomorrow, and then they all teamed up too. And then Supergirl came to CW. Well, Flash teamed up with Supergirl first, and then they went to CW, and then Supergirl was added to the next team up they did.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
Yeah, they added more and more throughout the series.
Nice.
That's good. It's good stuff.
I mean, that just sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like that it actually is like entertaining and stuff. It's not like stuff you like groaning at. Oh god, this sucks. Like that's really good to hear.
Yeah. And it was even cool the fact that you have like the old school fucking Flash teaming up with the new school Flash. And it was like, oh shit! Like I was so excited to see Jerry Garrett run with Barry Allen. Like that was like a very exciting moment for me because I never thought I would see that on TV.
And yeah, done well too.
Yeah.
And isn't he the same actor as the original show?
Exactly.
Yes, that's the other thing I knew about the main guy.
And that was perfect because he actually looks like fucking Jay.
He
Garrett.
looks like yeah.
So I was like, it worked out so fucking well with these shows, and they're fun. Like I binge watched to catch up in the current season, so I'm all caught up now. But I have my issues with certain of the seasons, but the Flash, like I have my issues because it's always the same villain. Like there's always a speedster or some shit like that, and they kind of got a little dry. But I understood what they did, and then this season started off really good. They even had the Flash Gordon song play because he was going into a black hole. So Cisco played fucking Flash Gordon, and he was like, "This is the only time I've been waiting to do this whole time."
Oh,
He's like,
shit.
when I would ever get him running into a black hole? And Iris was like, "You're right."
I love. I see. That's why I love the Flash show, man. That crew is so cool.
It was really cool. Definitely check them out. If you have the CW app, they all up on there right now. I watch YouTube TV, so they're on my YouTube TV.
Can you? Is the CW app? Is it on systems and stuff or what?
Yeah.
Can you get on PS4?
You
or do I have to
should be able to get it on PS4. I'm not sure.
Or is it only phones?
I have it on my
tablets?
Xbox.
Oh, so that I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not sure. You know, let me look up. I have my PS on. I'll check it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool that they did that. I'm actually happy that they did the CW
That
show
sounds.
really well.
That sounds like just. I could just imagine. On one end of the spectrum, you have Marvel killing it in the theaters, and at home, you got DC like just knocking people's socks off. Like this is awesome.
And then little by little, you're soon gonna get Marvel start doing it as well because their shows are coming and be connected to the movies and everything.
And yeah, I'd see. That's what I hope that can sustain it. Like people, because I know how movie actors are once they get to a certain status. Like it's not that they don't want to do stuff like that, but technically being on a TV show, you're kind of locked into being in one place, you know, because you have to sign a contract, I assume, to finish the damn season.
Yeah.
So if you're a movie actor, I think that's it's probably a bad thing to have to balance that. So you probably don't get your favorite stars on TV or at least on these apps and stuff. So it's cool that they're actually going to commit to that. Like, that's cool. Like I think this is like that. Okay, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of, and I forget the show that she was on, but it reminds me of when J-Lo was on that cop show. You remember what I'm talking about? Like, maybe not the specific show she was on, but like she was on television, on like a regular television show.
Yeah.
For like I guess a few seasons. I'm not
yeah,
even sure.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Shades
sure, she's not the A-list of A-list actors, but she's a super popular person. Yeah, she's actually on a seasonal TV show. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
But you also gotta realize that back in the day, like TV stars could make as much as a movie star can. Look at Jerry Seinfeld. I mean,
I know.
The biggest contract with
I know. And it's like it's not like that anymore.
And Jerry Seinfeld had no desire doing movies. The only thing he did B movie because of his kids. He had no desire doing movies.
But I'm just like, I know that the whole balance of that is like, I guess when you're a movie star, you want to make all the money.
Yeah.
So TV's like, I can't make all the money because I have to stay here.
But they're finding a way.
That's cool.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus app is like right around the corner as well.
I like, you know what? Like, not for nothing. It's like freaking Rock being on Ballers. Like, I've never seen an episode of the show, but props to the dude for doing a fucking
Well, that's the
seasonal
show.
television shit. I know. Listen, I know he's the one that got the ball rolling on it. Literally.
No,
Ballers. I get
it's
it.
a production company, you know.
Yeah. So like, but to actually stick to doing a season of a show is like, all right.
Yeah. Especially.
I'm sure it's not all filmed in his house. So that's what I mean. Like, even though he owns it, I'm sure you got to still go on sets and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So.
true. Yeah. But yeah, the one thing I think I got excited the most about the CW like team up is when I saw Brandon Roth as the Earth 1 Superman.
Oh wow.
Cause, all right, not for nothing, Superman
What's the
Returns.
Wait, can you tell me how do they differentiate the Superman? Like, do
So-
they make it so that one Superman is like a different one from like the similar to one from a comic book or like a
So
time
Earth
period?
1, so Earth 1 Superman was the old man looking Superman with the white hair. Remember? And he had like
So what's-
and then he had a different suit too. He had like a different Superman symbol and everything. It was like black and red.
And what was he supposed to symbolize? Like, from what era?
He was supposed to be the original Superman. So he's the one that leaped tall buildings in a single bound,
Really?
faster than locomotive. He looked kind of like Reed Richards with the white hair on the side of his hair. And
He was like the black and white one.
no,
Wow.
he's more the.
Well, that's
he's
the cartoon,
supposed-
though.
yeah,
At
he's
least
supposed to be
the
similar-
black and white
yeah,
cartoon.
he's supposed to be similar to more the old Superman, but
Mhm.
he, Earth 1 Superman that he's just Superman older, like he
I
pretty much
gotcha.
is older
Okay.
Superman. So when I saw him, and he's a big character in Kingdom Come. So if you ever read that,
Oh yeah,
comic,
that's the. Okay, so now I know exactly what.
so
you
is that Superman?
Okay,
And
I
then
got
Brandon
you.
Roth doing the suit and everything. I'm like, damn. And you always forget that he's actually related to Christopher Reeves.
I didn't know that. No, I did not.
Yeah, that's like his second cousin or some shit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like he's related to Christopher Reeves, so you actually kind of see it. And then when you see him as the old man, that Earth 1 Superman, I was like, holy shit, he looked like Christopher Reeves here.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And the great
Okay.
thing about that is the fact that again, he was Superman. He was Brandon. He played Superman Returns, which wasn't the greatest movie. The costume wasn't great, but I thought he was a good Superman.
Yeah, me too.
So-
I always say that. Like, it's literally just the part where the only thing you really remember is the airplane and Lex Luthor screaming.
Yeah, he fought heavy lifting. That was the movie.
Yeah, that's
Like,
literally yeah. Just he fought gravity. All right.
yeah. But it was nice seeing him back in the Superman suit. There's a lot of rumors that the Smallville guy is going to wear a Superman suit as well, which he's.
Would that be the first time he wore,
That would be
or
the
like the
first time.
second time?
That'll be the first time.
Wow.
He never
All
wore
these
the suit.
years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Dean Cain is already in the show.
Guess what I was about to ask you is which
Well, he's
which
been in the
Superman
show.
does he?
He does not a
But
Superman.
I'm just saying, like I haven't been up
He was in
on
Lois
that.
and Clark.
Oh, like they literally have that as like a universe?
Well, the show was Lois and Clark, but he's not playing Lois and Clark Superman. He's
Oh no, he's just a regular
he's
person.
he's Kara's father. He's the
he's
one
a
that
different
adopted.
character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the actual and then it's crazy. Then they have the original Wonder Woman. She's one of Luthor. She's Lex Luthor's mother.
Really?
The original
Wow.
'66 Wonder Woman. Yeah. She's
Really?
Lex Luthor's. Like, yeah, they get a lot of these characters into these shows, and it's fucking.
Wow.
Great. And maybe she'll wear the Wonder Woman suit.
Why not? Do it on a Halloween
we got
episode.
so much shit going on with this. It could be really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Glad to hear that.
yeah, it's great. So
Good
let's
stuff,
move
man.
on.
Let's see. We got some Monster Hunter news. If you haven't played Iceborne, do it now. This is the first free title update, and you get a brand new monster, which is like the crux of the game. That's the main point you play it, is to beat the hell out of these crazy things. So whenever they introduce one, it's actually a big deal to like the balance of the game, because it introduces new armor, new weapons, sometimes new skills and stuff. I actually haven't like seen the complete list of skills the monster give you, but
Yeah.
the new monster is Rajang, which is a returning monster from. Let's see, what game did he first come from? I think Monster Hunter Freedom. I think Unite is the first game he was in.
Okay.
In America, at least. I think he might have been in like 2 in Japan. I'm not sure. It's essentially like a minotaur mixed with a gorilla, because he's got the really big upper body of like the big gorilla arms that he knuckle drags and whatnot. He's got like the little not horse leg, like some beastish type of legs. He's got a little tail, and he's got these giant horns. And when he gets angry, he literally turns into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So he grows this golden fur and whatnot, and he punches the crap out of you, which is like his main form of attack. He also has a giant laser beam that comes out of his mouth. So, like, nothing about Monster Hunter is usual.
Yeah.
So don't expect like, oh, this thing looks like it's just gonna throw poo at you. No, you wish it threw poo. And like I said, usually it comes with armors and weapons and stuff. So if you want to check out the stuff, if you don't have the game, just go to Monster Hunter World's website, and then they have the topics like on their Iceborne page, because he's like the most recent thing. The update was the 10th, which is just I believe that was Thursday.
Yeah.
In America, it was like Thursday evening that we got the update. So check that out. Play that game. It's actually really good. It's really fun. And the armor looks really cool for this monster. I wish there was a way to translate it, but I'll send you the link just so you can look at it. It's like, I know you didn't get to get too far into the game, but there's some cool shit in that game.
Cool.
What else went down? I want to bring it up. We mentioned it on the Wrestling Babble podcast, so make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
We're also here on MercwiththeMic on twitchtv.
Yes, we are.
And I want to talk about NWA Power for a second, because it's not the usual wrestling program.
No, it's not.
Because it technically falls into like more of like, is it just yeah, it's like nostalgia. It's like a soap opera almost.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so atypical of what you think of when you think of today's wrestling, which is not really wrestling, it's sports entertainment. This is more of a throwback to late 70s, early 80s. This is before the WWF was the thing that everybody knew as wrestling.
Yeah. This when
NWA
it was territorial.
Yes, this is when it was still territories. This is a thing you hear about that, it doesn't exist today anymore. But I mean, if specifically if NWA Power, and it has 3 R's. Power. And if this becomes really successful, I could see like more people wanting to be a part of it. So that way could grow, and like you never know what could happen, because today this is looking more and more like wrestling is becoming like one of the biggest forms of entertainment out there. Like it's just creeping in everywhere in a positive way. I'm like, it's kind of refreshing to see something that's a very faithful throwback to what a lot of older people still think of as wrestling. You know what I mean? And it's very entertaining. And let's see, I just wanted to. Now I know it's called the National Wrestling Alliance, and is basically, has that company ever gone defunct? Do you know? Like, is it like the same NWA? Like I know how people can buy the brand and resurrect something, but do you know, has the NWA ever like just literally gone out of business?
So NWA lineup getting like partner, that's what became TNA.
Okay.
So you remember when TNA first started, they had the 10 pounds of gold as the main championship?
No, I didn't actually see that. Sorry.
So back when NWA started, like when they first started airing and stuff like that, they did use the 10 pounds of gold championship. Mm-hmm. And then little by little, they lost the rights, I think. WWE bought a lot of the history. So a lot of the films and everything like that, WWE owns after the buyout of WCW. They got a lot.
Oh, that's right. They were like folded into WCW in the beginning. Yeah, like at their end, they were like literally transforming into WCW, and then isn't that like that part went to TNA?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, I see the lineage there.
Yeah.
All right.
So then Billy Corgan, which was partners with NWA with
Is this
TNA.
the Billy Corgan from
Yeah,
Smashing Pumpkins?
Smashing Pumpkins and all that stuff like that. So
Mhm.
he had bought a part of TNA, and he was not happy, but he was able to get Fandango the rights to buy the rights of NWA
Okay.
from the partnership he had with Anthem.
Oh, and that's the television network.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was able to use the NWA again, the name
Gotcha.
NWA and everything like that. And he slowly but surely he built upon the company. Like he did the Crockett Cup, which was very successful on YouTube. Like
Let me ask you, because
yeah.
this is all new to me, of like I don't know where they went when they were the NWA under Billy Corgan. Like, I know they had programming. Was it with the Anthem
No,
that you could see it? It was with.
So
How could you see their programming?
So when he started NWA, it wasn't programming. They just did live shows from Atlanta, and they did some online stuff. So most of their stuff were shown on YouTube, and they were using the advantage of YouTube. Tell that dude, Hawkins wrong. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Get him hit him with a chair.
So pretty much he started this show to be a studio audience show and stuff like that. He does have someone from TNA that used to write for TNA in the beginning, running the shows and everything, and that's the reason why you got what you got. But they started, the first thing they aired from him owning NWA was the Crockett Cup, which was the tournament for the national championship.
So that was about how long ago? Was that last 2 years ago, or like last year?
Last year.
It was last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you also had some shows here and there that they'll show just the match, like Nick Atlas fought Cody Rhodes at All Out.
Yes,
so
that was a big
after
deal.
All Out, that's when they really pushed for the TV to do some TV spots and kind of things like that.
And I like that this is an original take on it, though.
Yeah.
But it still holds true to the original NWA. And I'm like, it could have, like, I could have seen them doing this and people just being like, "What is this shit?" You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to watch this.
That was my exact.
Get the tables.
So
you know
that was
saying?
my
like,
exact expression of it. I saw it on YouTube and it was like, "Oh, NWA Power," and I saw the way Power was spelled. I was like, I don't like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. It's an hour long. I was killing some time anyway, so I popped it on, and I just felt. I think it wasn't the matches that really like intrigued me to keep watching, because the matches weren't that great. Like there's some that were okay, but there were some that weren't that great. Like you had some weird matches. The pace and everything was very old school, so I was fine with that. But the nostalgic of how they had like the studio's audience. So the only thing they're missing is the light that says applause.
wow.
But other than that, like I liked the old setup. I like Jim Cornette as a wrestling historian and as a commentator.
Yes,
I think
he's very good at that.
The best when he's those two things. When he's an asshole and just talking shit to people, he's annoying. But as a historian and as a commentator, he's very, very useful and very, very. He's full of knowledge. So him having a young guy with him and them commentating, the commentating team, I think that's what sold it for me. Was the commentating team.
You're right.
I think they were so good and so vibrant and so connected to each other that it made it worth listening to. And then just the old school feel of the interviews in the beginning, interviews in the end, how Nick Atlas with the suit with the gold and everything like that. And then was Tony Storm, which he's like old vet and stuff like that. And this is the last time they had a fight. And I think they did a good storyline just to show what they could easily do within the time they have.
Yeah, and I like that it doesn't overstay its welcome.
No,
it's in and it's out. And I like one thing I was telling somebody, it was just like the thing that was cool is the presentation for every wrestler was different, because each wrestler seems like they could have been in a different era.
Yeah,
Nick Aldis seems like he came from a different era from the tag team champs. They look like a different era from the cool part at the end where Eddie Edwards and Homicide showed up.
Yeah,
and it's just like
Eddie Kingston.
Thank you. Oh, Eddie Edwards is a completely different person.
Yep.
Eddie Kingston, yes. When he showed up and was like, he gave his very impassioned speech to the tag team champs,
Yeah.
and it's like, the cool thing about this is he looks like a guy from today's wrestling, like today's indies, and they look like straight up 80s old school bruisers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but this whole setup, it works. It looks cool. Like, you got Homicide, look like he's about to throw up gang signs. It is like, it doesn't look ridiculous though. It all works. Yeah, he was just like on the side, like he was being real, just disrespectful. Just like, what's this guy doing? And I'm just like, but this works.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. Like how you can have a retro program that has modern wrestling, or people from that feel like different, like the 90s era to the 2000s. Like, it's really cool. And I like the hour time frame.
So something that is a nice little justice that they did was the person that made the original NWA apron is the person that actually made the current NWA apron.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so
I
they
like
got
that.
the same him. Like, they try to make it as traditional as possible. Like, it's
I like
the old
that.
school.
And if you haven't seen it, I just want to put this out there, Merc. If you haven't seen it, track down that commercial. It is the ring school, the wrestling school commercial. It is the legitimate wrestling school.
Yeah, it is.
But it is the cheesiest commercial you have ever seen in the best way possible.
So
It's like,
the way I could describe this show is pretty much southpaw wrestling, but a serious wrestling
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
but
yeah.
being a serious wrestling show.
yeah,
Like,
that's
honestly, I think
100%
WWE
right.
could get away with doing a southpaw wrestling show and be a straight up comedy show, and I think it would really work if they actually did add the wrestling to it.
mm-hmm. I think so too.
I actually think it would be a really good show. It would be a really funny show if they actually add the wrestling, take it serious a little bit, but also have the comedic shit.
Have the comedy, yeah.
Like, have the atomic drop as the finisher. Things like that. you
Or
know?
the eye poke.
Exactly. So that's what it kind of reminded me of what Southpaw did, and they brought back that old school feel. That's what NWA did. Like, had that also, but it was just a serious show. It wasn't just making fun of that.
It was cool. I miss that. I really do.
Yeah, I did.
Bring that back.
Yeah.
What was it?
Well,
2 seasons of that? Like,
Yeah,
2
we lost like
small
half the
sessions?
cast.
Oh, damn.
Jericho was not in there.
Damn.
Cena,
right.
Cena, you have to pay a lot of money for him to do it. we got the drunken dude, Fandango. He's back.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
That was funny.
But I listen. As long as you got, like I said to you offline,
Yeah.
if you got the OC, those 3 are like the main guy. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah. So shout outs to Tenacious T.
Mm-hmm.
He just picked me up Kimberly of the Lightning Collection.
Oh, nice. You found it somewhere and just got it. Okay.
He found it at Walmart or in his area. In his area he always finds shit. So
Okay.
he found me Kimberly, which is one of the only one I'm missing from the Wave 2.
Nice.
Because I just ordered the Lost Galaxy and Psycho and Blue Psycho from GameStop.
Have there been any more news about any figures coming out?
As a
But specifically from that?
in the moment for Power Rangers wise, no. The rumored of the Wave 3 and Wave 4, that was the ones that they mentioned. They have not mentioned anything else ever since. Even after Comic-Con, they haven't really mentioned anything.
Okay, gotcha. Just to wrap up the story before we go into figures and stuff. If you want to check out the NWA Power Show, it's NWA on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, check it out.
Even from an entertainment standpoint.
It was just a
what?
fun show. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. I sent it to Mini with Opinion to watch. I was like, yo, just watch it for what it is. I was like, don't expect the greatest matches or anything like that. Just the presentation and what they did with the show was great. Like, I actually will tune in next week just to see what they do next, because I really like the presentation. The only thing is, the matches are pre-recorded. They have filmed a bunch of them already, because your tag champs there and not the current tag champs now.
Okay, gotcha.
So that kind of threw me off, because I saw the Rock and Roll Express took the tag titles again.
Okay.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Express still wrestles.
I mean, listen. Are they good though?
They're high. They still could do a lot of their regular stuff. They still run wrestling schools and shit like that. So they gotta keep the doors open, I guess.
All right. Yeah. Listen, do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, don't be two skeletons in the ring.
Exactly. Don't
You
die
know
in the
what?
ring, please. We don't want to see that.
Yeah. Don't. I know the analogy is we don't want to see Ric Flair, Hogan, two skeletons in the ring,
Yeah.
but don't pull a Undertaker and Goldberg. Nobody wants to see two people nobody wants to see two people they thought were like, all right, this is not gonna be a car wreck. Maybe I don't want to see this. Oh Lord, what just happened? We don't want that.
Yeah.
Don't want no more of that, please. You know, like listen, let's celebrate wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's not make it the carny thing it used to be. Like we still, yeah, Vince is still crazy. Got men sleeping on other men's wives on TV, but hey.
That's good shit.
That's yes.
That's good shit. Yeah. I'll never
He
forget.
got a
that.
wife and kids,
Yeah.
man.
You know, he has no kids. Oh, McMahon does.
No, it's about Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, he has a wife and kids.
got a wife and
Rusev
kids.
don't have no kids. He has a puppy.
He can't get no kids because Lana keeps dogging him like she does.
Yeah. Let's see where it
That's
goes.
just hilarious. No. Listen, I'm not mad. It's funny to me. I'm interested every time I see it. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could be angry when this shit is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So well, we're kind of into wrestling and talking toys. They announced the Super 7 New Japan figures.
And oh yeah, that's the company Super 7 that makes those really, really good Turtles figures.
So Okada, Suzuki, Naito, and Tanahashi are the first four, and they're all gonna go for $45.
So what? Let me see if I could pull them up so I can see them. What they look like.
They haven't showed them yet. They haven't shown them or anything like that. But those are the first four, and they set the price range, which are the same price as the Ninja Turtle figures they just did. The rebates of the Playmate Toys ones.
Yes, I see the do they come with that pizza box?
I don't know.
Because that would be cool. I'm not sure, but I see that the presentation was like, oh, they opened the pizza. I can see it's funny. The generic picture for the Super 7's official thing is still Zack Ryder in the back. I can see his big ass arm.
Yeah.
And the Major Brothers shirt. I just noticed that. That's a cool shirt. That's the shirt with the two of them, and it has Chelsea in the middle.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Shout out to the Major Brothers.
Yeah. Yes. I liked it.
Doing it.
Some of them.
Yeah, it's just hilarious when they pop up. Like you're talking about this, the Turtles one, and like literally they're right there.
Yeah. Talking about Turtles, the arcade's been in stores. A lot of complaints about the screen. I think I talked about this last week.
Wait, which Turtles?
The One-Up arcade.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You were giving me a rundown of like people saying, "Hey, the screen is like either faulty or something, like it breaks."
Yeah, if it doesn't like black out, it pretty much like the colors gets disoriented, and that's not good.
Yeah, listen, I've had many different TVs. That's never happened.
Man, if I pay $400 and that's what happens to me, I'll be so angry.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I'll be so angry.
it's too much money to have to worry about something that integral to the use of the product.
Exactly.
That's the reason you look at you. That's the means to play with the device. Is the screen.
The screen, like the picture of April, and she could probably have a third boob, and I probably wouldn't care as much as you.
It could be a like a hairy dude.
Yeah.
Just dressed up in her costume.
Yeah. Like R-Truth.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Hiding as April O'Neil.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
We didn't talk about the 24/7 title.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She sacrificed her win for R-Truth.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carmella being a good friend.
Yes. There we go.
Well,
And
also
she got
now
tired
Corey
of it,
Graves can sleep at night.
But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the screen. But yeah, it's in stores, and while a lot of WalMarts are carrying it, it's a beautiful machine for a small little machine. Like I really want it. It's just I don't want to spend $400 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Understandable.
But it's cool. They have that. The Marvel Superheroes one came out, and also they have a Star Wars one, which it goes for like $500.
Is it like a bigger size or something? Like,
It's bigger and it has like a spaceship kind of controller.
is it this? It's not the sit-down cabinet, is it?
It's supposed to be like the sit-down cabinet, but not a sit-down cabinet. It just has the controller.
Did you ever play that?
I didn't like
That the big Star Wars arcade game? I never understood it. Like I've always,
Okay.
you know where I saw that? Do you remember XS?
Yeah.
That's the only place I ever saw it.
Yeah, I never cared for it. It was just like you just shoot shit, and that's pretty much what you do.
Okay. Okay, it wasn't anything special. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Why that? Why that specific game?
I don't know. Anyway.
I'm trying to think. They could have been like a bunch of different arcade games.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm continuing Borderlands 3. I'm actually really enjoying it. The storylines is getting pretty crazy. I have a feeling it is Ice-T that's talking to this fluffy bear, and he's arguing with his wife, which is Coco, and I think she's talking to the robot house machine, and they're getting mad at each other, and he's a navigator, and he's stuck inside a teddy bear.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he's a robot? Like he's an AI or something?
No, yeah, he's an AI stuck in a teddy bear.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then he's taking over bodies, and it's funny. It's fucking retarded.
Was
But
he
it's
in a
Ice-T.
game? Was he in a Gears of War?
Ice-T? No.
I know he was in he was in Ice-T. I know Ice Cube was in Call of Duty.
Okay.
Fuck, I
Ice-T.
know Ice-T was in a video game though. Fuck,
He
I can't
probably
remember.
was. He has probably been in video games. I can't think of one right now. But I know he's in Borderlands 3 because that's his voice. Like, no one could change that. That's a distinct voice.
Yeah. No, he has a
Yeah.
super specific voice. Yes.
Exactly. It's pretty funny. I'm
trying to-
enjoying the game, though.
Oh, he's in GTA. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah,
Which one?
I think he's like one character in one of the GTAs. It looks like not Vice City. Shit, I don't want to. It's a video that has a little picture in the background. I don't want to watch the damn video.
Okay.
It is. Oh no, it's the one with freaking CJ. I didn't play that one.
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Thank you. Yes, he's in San Andreas as
Okay.
this guy on a rooftop that's screaming at you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like he looks like he's drunk. It's like a story cutscene. It's a dude with a sweatshirt on a rooftop. Yeah, it's hilarious too.
Oh, he's talking. Okay, I know exactly who he is now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's probably an iconic character in the game if
Yeah.
you played it too. That's pretty funny. Like, you know what's funny about that game? Like, that has a lot of really high profile voice talent. Like Samuel L. Jackson is like the main cop in it.
Oh yeah, he was the and this guy.
He's in the
is-
game a lot.
Sean Penn's brother is the white cop.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the white cop. You know.
Mm-hmm. Like that's pretty funny, actually. Okay, so he's in so it sounds like he's in Borderlands. I mean, I don't know.
He's in Borderlands
Because
3.
you would think he would do like promotion and stuff. Like, okay, yeah, that's the first thing that pops up when you hit that.
Yeah, when I went to Borderlands, he played Baylex. He plays.
Okay, that's who he is.
Yep.
That's
and
pretty funny.
It is funny. I was
That's
like, oh,
that's
shit.
that's
Yeah, he
'cause
was.
You know
in,
why?
He's in Gears in 3. He Gears of War 3.
He was in Gears of War. Yes, he was. He was the merchant dude. That guy, the guy that had like the
Griffin.
that you went to for like safety at one point in the game. Yeah. And his whole thing was like making money. I think that story tried to make context for like the golden weapons with him,
Yeah.
because he was the guy that was like he wants all the shiny shit. Yo, give me that. Yo, is it look like it's made out of gold? Yo, let me get that.
But yeah.
I remember. I used to use him in that game. That's funny. Shout outs to shout outs to Borderlands 3. It's pretty good. I haven't played it yet. But man, shout outs to Gears of War 3. That horror mode was bananas, man.
Yeah.
I know people give Gears 3 shit because it wasn't Gears 2. Because it wasn't. I'll be honest. Gears 2 was awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things and little nuances in Gears 2 that was dope. But like, yo, shout outs to Gears 3 and horror mode. That shit was, man. That's like literally the entirety of RedCycloneInc played that game.
Yeah.
like together and beat that horde mode. We took shifts because it took so long. It was like 50 waves. I remember the time we actually finished it. It was like maybe like 11 o'clock, 11:30. I remember like one of our friends, Rick, was online. Like this is a rare occurrence if you see him online. Like he's out there in the ether somewhere. But when he shows up, like magical shit happens. So shout out to Nightwolf.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Gears Theory is awesome. Yeah. So that's cool. Ice-T doing his thing.
Yeah.
What else is going on in Borderlands 3? Anything else that just
Nothing
popped up?
new came up. I'm still trying to collect keys from this guy, so every time I kind of look at his Twitter to see if he has new keys up.
Oh, if you want, I don't know if it's the same exact keys, but Forbes, they put up a little thing every time he puts up keys. So I'm not sure if it's extra keys that they give to publications.
Yeah, I think IGN did the same thing, and I have all those.
So like yeah, okay. Yeah, is it the same thing, like a master list or something?
Yeah, there was a list of ones that I think ended this week, and
Okay.
then he puts new keys up that probably end like within the 10 hours from when he posted it up and shit.
Oh, okay, so there's a bunch of people that are just really quick with putting them up. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That'd be
I mean,
fast.
but still, that's pretty cool to see that there's that much enthusiasm for that game.
Yo, there's mad shit
In
going
spite of Scott Steiner trying to interrupt everything.
Yeah, everything, all the time.
Anything and everything. That's what he do because he's so loud.
So you wanna know the creepiest shit I've seen so far?
Scott Steiner? Uh-oh.
Not Scott Steiner, but the Halloween costumes that would have been for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I saw that. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it. I was
Did you
scared.
see the plastic mask one though?
No. I stayed away. It's probably horrible.
He looks like the Grinch.
Please tell me the Jim Carrey.
No, it's
That Grinch.
No, it looks like the Sonic face looks like that Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
But it's
Okay.
Sonic.
Okay. I'll take that. That's
His
terrible.
eyes are really big and green.
I'll take that. That sounds terrible.
It's pretty bad. No new news on that movie though. They haven't showed like the edited features or anything like that. But then again, it got delayed to next year because of that.
Yes. Ooh, it's rough. It is terrifying.
You say?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. It is disturbing.
It's really bad.
Well, the one I see, I think there's more than one of that. The one I see, Sonic Mask for Adult, full head, blue, $49 on Amazon.com if you want to buy it. Don't do that. I mean, do it. Why not? Do it.
Be
Oh yeah,
creepy,
that's the same. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's
That is it.
It's creepy.
It's $50 for that monstrosity.
Yeah.
So
So
if you want to do it to yourself, that's probably just gonna be the episode. This is gonna be the image for the episode. That's terrifying. There's a
It is
side
pretty-
profile one too. It's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, it's pretty. And then the kids costume. The kids costume's not as bad.
Yeah, the kid's costume's not bad. Not that.
It's just a
not
naked,
that bad.
hairy person with red shoes.
Hey, Red Shoes. Don't count me out, Red Shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real bad. So let me save this picture. Oh shit. Yeah, don't do it to yourself. So I guess we'll wrap it up. We're not a little too
Alright.
long.
Yep.
I just wanted to give one last shout out to something. Check it out. To give a little context to something that's gonna be coming out. Even though you said unfortunately it is sold out. If you want to see some more crossover between wrestling and pop culture, check out the interview for the Bleacher Report. I believe it's the Rich Eisen show,
Yeah.
and it has Chris Jericho and Kevin Smith talking more in depth about the movie. Because
Yeah.
last time we talked about the podcast, and they were watching Pulp Fiction and whatnot, and
Yeah.
you mentioned that there's going to be a movie. So if you want to get more details about exactly what's going on, because you could, if you put a microphone in front of Kevin Smith, he's gonna talk.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information about some stuff there. So It's 20 minutes long. It's pretty cool. He's hilarious when he's in his element, dude. Like
Yeah.
when they're asking him questions about stuff, the way he has Chris Jericho cracking up is just really a delight to see. So check that out. Unfortunately, like you said, what is it? It's completely sold out.
So Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot, pretty much is in selected theaters on Tuesday, and there's only two theaters in the city that I know of. It's on 42nd Street and the one near me in Kips Bay, 32nd Street. They have one showing that's with Jay and Silent Bob and Strike Back, and then the reboot, and then the other one is just the reboot itself. What they're planning is that they were not planning this to launch it as a regular movie, as in what they're gonna do is they're gonna tour with it and watch it with you.
Nice. That's
so
awesome.
you can buy tickets to watch it with them and see if they come back to the city. They probably come back to the city and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
also, there's a
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I think it's a really cool thing that's interacting with the fans and makes fans more appreciative of the work you do.
Yeah, that's true. And also, there's an interesting little tidbit that he lets go about when he went to the AEW show.
Yeah.
He was like he was also booked to be on SmackDown the following night, and they said, "Nah, don't come."
Yeah.
After he did the show, and I was just like, "See what happened? He did way too good of a job when he was on AEW." Because like I said, he looked like, he's in his element basically in front of cameras. And so he came off as a complete natural, and it was just like, damn, dude, they saw you on TV loud and clear. It was like, nah, bro, don't come over here, don't do it, don't even do it.
But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing that movie. I really want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of them. So
the list of people coming back from all his other movies is like almost complete. It's almost complete. R.I.P. Stanley and R.I.P. George Carlin, because they were in his movies.
Yeah,
so
they probably have a little tribute for them.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised they have a little something for them.
This is true. So
yeah,
I think that's about it. Like, we should probably wrap it up, right?
Yep.
You got nothing else?
Yep.
All right. So thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. We are usually live.
Yeah.
Maybe around 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Yeah.
On twitchtv/MercwiththeMic.
Yep.
So if you want to listen in, do it there. And participate. Listen, you can go ahead and talk to us. I'm sure Merc is on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
So he can see people asking stupid questions.
Yeah, I'm all
the
for
more the
stupid
better.
questions.
Listen, this is not a serious show. This is not serious business. We're having fun. So if you are having fun with us, go ahead, say something. We'll acknowledge you.
Yep.
But for the edited versions, make sure you head over to SoundCloud, MercwiththeMic, or RedCycloneInc, and you can check out the edited versions of these podcasts. They'll also be on the RedCycloneInc YouTube as well. And as well as this podcast, make sure you check out the Wrestling Babble podcast.
Yes.
That's also on the MercwiththeMic channel on Twitch TV.
Yep.
Do you have plans on doing the Ranger cast?
So we did the first
Mark
one.
II?
So Turbo, we did it on live on Twitch TV.
All right, Scott's trying to talk to me.
Yep. So the Turbo podcast we did live on Twitch TV. The movie one we did not do live. We did it on recording differently. But yeah, that one went live. Usually the Morphincast we probably do the first one live, and then the second one we probably just record. So that's how we probably do it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun. You actually got questions and shit, so it was actually pretty cool.
Nice. I mean, listen, feedback and participation, is very much welcome.
There was a lot of Justin hate. A lot of Justin hate.
He why not?
He deserves
Listen,
yeah.
wasn't good.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
He wasn't good at all. But you know what is good? You want to know what is good?
What's that?
Car Ranger.
Check that out.
Yes.
Track it down and watch it.
We'll talk about it more next week. Because I'm watching it now. I'm at episode 15.
Okay, cool.
And
cool beans.
it's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, something that the Alien Rangers episodes I've been watching lack. Oh boy.
I'm just happy that you're watching them because they're fucking terrible.
It's rough, dude. It's real rough.
I told you. I wasn't bullshitting you. I was telling you directly, yo, they're bad. They're really bad.
Just like I think they took a budget cut. The effects were bad on some things. Ooh, when the
There's a-
Alien Rangers flew up in the air and stood on the water, it looked atrocious.
Yep.
That looks like some. Listen, we need to get some. What is it? Photoshop. Somebody donate some Photoshop to us. I want to start doing just the worst Photoshop. Listen, I know you got to pay for the program. Go ahead, donate. Don't give me the password. But anyway, make sure you check us out. RedCycloneInc on everything. That's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We have a Facebook group as well. We Tumblr, WordPress. So check that out. Merc, where you at?
You can find me here on Twitch TV. Been playing Borderlands, Ghostbusters, and most likely I'm gonna start doing all the storylines of all the WWE games I have. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna start that. I'll probably start that this week because the new one comes out the following week.
Got you. Oh, I saw that Rock, dude. He does no bueno.
Yeah.
The Rock, no bueno. I don't like it. That's not my Rock.
There's something about the game. A lot of people are bitching about, like, oh, it doesn't look as sharp as the older ones, and it looks a bit more cartoony. And I this is my answer. There's over 100-some characters in the damn game. That each one has to be unique.
He don't look like The Rock though. No. Go back and look at his face.
Yeah.
That look like a different man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
We'll
sorry.
see.
Like it's The Rock.
I'm gonna wait till it comes out to fully.
He looks like the Pebble.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean?
But what I've seen from the women, I think the women look better this time around.
Okay.
They focus more on them.
Get that hair checked in.
But it's crazy because, again, 2K20, again, this is visual concepts mainly doing the game. Yukis is not in part of it right now, so it's a whole different engine. But also, you got to realize also, like, there's over 100 characters in the game, and each one has to be unique.
Here's hoping it's a good game. That's all I
Me
want to
too.
hear.
I
Is
hope
that it's a good game.
I want a good game. The story mode looks interesting.
Because listen, we love No Mercy, and nobody looked like anybody except The
Yeah.
Rock. They plastered his little face on that character
Yeah.
bottom.
Austin looked like Austin.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
Triple H looked
Mankind.
like Triple H.
Oh, he always had the permanent stink face.
Yeah. He looked like he just smells shit. Stink.
He smells Rikishi's ass, man.
Alright. You can find me on all social medias right now on Twitch TV, MercwiththeMic. You can find me on YouTube, MercwiththeMic, Instagram, Tumblr, and Instagram, Tumblr, all MercwiththeMic, SoundCloud as well, MercwiththeMic, and you can find us on our Facebook pages, The Wrestling Babble and RedCycloneInc.
Yep.
That is it. That is all. And always remember, and I forgot to say this on the Babblecast, follow the Jinkies.
He got those sandwiches. You're not supposed to have them.
No, you slap them shits out of his hand, and you look at him and you say no,
And you pull out your own sandwich
and then you
and eat it. That's it.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace out, laters, and thank you for everyone that viewed our podcast. Peace out. Later.
Peace.
Let's remix it.